Good morning, all. Ira Epstein with your morning flash update, and this update is for Monday, the 8th of May, 2023, just after 8:20 a.m. Central Time. So as you look at the stock market, a mixed bag this morning. A big rally on Friday. Still, in many of the indices, did not close higher for the week. It made back a lot of losses, and you're sort of caught still in trading ranges. Example, if you take a look at the S&P, the key resistance around 4,200, the support back at 38, you seem to be caught in there. As we take a look at the metal markets today, I like that copper's getting a bid, and so is the platinum market. That is a sign of some strength coming in. Gold very nicely sitting at the 2030 level. We're looking at the dollar slightly lower at the expense of a number of currencies trying to rally, with the exception of the Japanese yen, which I still think is in a bearish posture. In the grain markets, well, rain makes grain, and we're getting some of that right now. Storms are coming through at least the center of the country. We'll see what that all means. We've had a heck of a rally. You know, corn was just at $5.70. It's now back to the $6 mark. That's quite a rejection of an attempt at a break. We don't know what's going on with the Ukraine grain. So far, the meetings last week between UN brokered, be it Turkey, Russia, nothing positive going on yet. Russia's demanding that certain sanctions be lifted. There's been some things afoot. I know the U.S. at the last minute did allow some payments to go through. But if you're saying it's business as normal, it's going to be anything but. So will that grain get shut down? Don't know. You know, who gets the damage to it? The world does. If you take a look at the energy markets, I pointed out in my newsletter this weekend that the energies were giving a rejection of momentum on the downside and turning back to positive momentum, which could kick the market back up eventually towards the 80 level again in the Brent. I think it's next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we're going to get another OPEC meeting coming up. They can't be happy with what's going on here. Will they cut further? I don't know. Let's see what their numbers show. When we take a look at today's data today, so we're going to get the March wholesale inventories and sales data. That's going to come out at 9. We get the employment trends. Not a lot of people look at that. What will be looked at, and it's normally not in a big way, will be the Federal Reserve Senior Loan Survey. And this is an interesting number because of how it's made up in the banks. It's going to look, includes 80 of the largest domestic banks, 24 U.S. branches and agencies of foreign banks. But the survey, here's the negative here. It was taken the last week of March, first week of April. That does not take into account the additional bank failures. But what will happen is there'll be extrapolation. In other words, they'll say, oh, they were not tightening then, or oh, they were already on their way to tightening. Can you imagine how worse it had to get? That's about all that means. What the market's really going to wait on this week will be the CPI numbers at midweek. That is where core CPI is going to be looked at. To me, the key is going to fall somewhere between the 5.4, 5.5 level for the core CPI. Under 5.3, I think the market will say, there you go. It's taking off to the downside. The stickiness is giving up a little bit. It's not collapsing, but it's working its way down. Anything over 5.5, the argument that inflation is falling in the core number won't matter. I don't care what the headline numbers mean. I know where the Fed's going to be looking, and that's exactly what I think you have to look at as well. Now, what I do want you to do is join me in the mornings. Now, if you haven't thought about this, one of the ways you do it is you can click right here. If you're watching me on YouTube, there's a blue Join Me button. Give that a click, and you can see the morning videos. I typically record around 5:15 a.m. Central Time, and then you get to see them. They're up and ready for you probably 5:45 or so a.m. I cover so much detail. You're going to see a mixture of daily and weekly charts. These are just some of the things that I cover, folks. It doesn't get anywhere near everything that I do. I'll talk seasonal trends. I'll talk weeklies, the dailies, buy here, sell there, stop order, momentum trades, where they're coming from, where the momentum's ending, what that might mean for the market. It's really every day a very complete way to get through the market. So I do it both for spiders and I do it for the futures market. So while I'm saying spiders here, it really doesn't matter. I cover both. How do you get it? Go to our website. And in the website, all you do is go to the word research. Everything's listed there. You can move your cursor up here. That'll take you to the same spot, and away you go. I'm Ira Epstein. Look forward to seeing you the first thing in the morning. You take care.